Hola, soy Ángela María Vergara, madre de Rafael Alfonso Vergara Vergara, retenido de manera injusta en Estados Unidos por ICE. Lleva 18 días encarcelado, encadenado, en unas condiciones inhumanas.
Hola, Angela. Me llamo Guillermo.
This is Angela Vergara, and she is the living, breathing, walking definition of fuck around and find out. If you don't know Angela...
Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Benny.
I'm Kylie.
So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you've been here, give us your opinion on the comment section. So let's talk about Angela, and she is a conservative politician from Colombia. She's known for strongly supporting Donald Trump and for publicly backing tough immigration rules and strict ICE enforcement in the US. So for years, she's been defending the deportations, and she praised the hardline policies, and she even supported system that has broken up families and detained people with little care.
Yeah, and then something happened. Her own son was detained in the United States, and suddenly everything changed.
As I said, suddenly the system is cruel.
Okay, let's watch some videos here and we'll be back.
This is Angela Vergara, and she is the living, breathing, walking definition of fuck around and find out. If you don't know Angela, don't worry, I'm gonna explain it. Angela here is a far-right congresswoman from Colombia, and she has been a staunch supporter of Donald Trump and the ICE movement. Whenever the agency goes and rounds people up, Angela is there to support them. In fact, she has nothing but good words for them. Until a couple weeks ago, Angela's son gets picked up by ICE and he is in a detainment center. And you can bet your last dollar that Angela is upset. She says that her son is living in horrible conditions and is being treated like an animal. Her own words say that her son has legal status because he filed for asylum. And get this, she says that he is not like the other illegal immigrants. The reality of this entire thing is extremely simple. Angela here supports the detainment and the misery of other people, but now that it's happened to her and her family, she's crying that this country isn't supposed to be like this. Yeah, go figure, Angela.
Porque miles de latinos hoy están sufriendo en Estados Unidos.
Latinos for Trump just don't get it. They don't want you either. Just for context, this is Ángela Vergara, a Colombian congresswoman who is also an avid Trump supporter whose son was recently detained by ICE and has been chained up for 20 days apparently. We've tried telling these people countless times. And the thing about Latinos for Trump is that they genuinely believe that they are exempt from all of this. They openly support ICE, they openly support what's going on until it happens to them. And seeing videos like these where Latinos for Trump FAFO genuinely make my day. I have zero sympathy for these people, and I genuinely hope that this happens to every Latino for Trump. Unfortunately, it is their innocent family members who will be paying the price, but oh well, you get what you vote for. Y como decimos en México, para ser pen, no se estudia. But anyways, play silly games, get silly prizes. Let me know what you guys think.
According to the reports, Angela's son was taken into custody by the immigration authorities. She said that the son had legal documents and had no criminal records, and he was mistreated while being held. So she went public, she cried, and she begged for help. And that's when the public reaction turned cold.
Very cold. So instead of sympathy, many people responded with anger. Some said they had no sympathy at all, and others said this was a clear case of you supported the system until it touched your family. So people pointed out that for years, she showed little concern for other families going through the same thing. Families who cried, families who begged, families who were ignored.
Yeah.
Now she was asking for mercy, and many people are not in for it.
Now, one thing that really upsets people is how she spoke about the son. She argued that her son was different. That is not like other immigrants. Okay, the son is not like me and you. That he deserved a different treatment, not this cruel treatment. You understand? That when the critics pushed back hard, they said, so you believe the system was fair. until we realize that it doesn't make exemptions. Many people felt like she believed that the rules should only apply to everyone else but not to her family. And that idea made many people angry.
So some people made a clear or important distinction, and they said our son doesn't deserve to be treated badly. But they also said she deserves to feel what she supported. In other words, they didn't want harm for the son, but they believed Angela needed to experience the consequences of her own politics.
Yeah.
Not a revenge, but as reality. Policies aren't ideas, they affect everyone or real people.
Including your family. And when you cheer for cruelty, you don't get shocked when it reaches your door. And now, the irony of this story is that Angela didn't just ask for help, she asked for help from Gustavo. And that matters because that guy is a political opponent, someone that her party openly criticizes and fights against. For years, her political side attacked leaders like him. But now, when her son has been detained, she reached out to the very person that she opposes. Isn't that irony?
Many people saw that as deeply ironic because we're asking ourselves, why is she begging a leader that she openly calls dangerous to fix a system that she praised openly? And that question did sit well with the public. So even more telling was the response from the people closer to her. Members of her own political and social cycle refused to rally behind her because some say they were bitter. Others say they didn't want to get involved because they remembered her past statements. So they remember how she spoke about the immigrants openly, and they remember how she supported harsh policies without even hesitation, and how they felt no obligation to step in.
For now, this story feels familiar to many people, not because it's rare, but because it follows a pattern. A politician supports a hard system, they defend it publicly, and they ignore the warnings. Then one day, the system hits close to home, and suddenly the system is too harsh. Suddenly it's unfair. Suddenly it needs reform. But that happens only because the damage has become too personal.
Now, this is where many critics landed. They said if you only care about human rights when your family is affected, don't really care about human rights.
Sure.
Because human rights are not supposed to be selective. They are not meant to depend on politics. They are not meant to depend on status. When leaders ignore abuse until it reaches them, people stop believing in their ideas.
A lot of people use one word to describe the situation: hypocrisy. Not because she loves her son, that's normal, but because she supported cruelty for others and rejected it when it came for her. That's what made the reaction so harsh, not hate, not joy, but refusal. So this story isn't just about Angela, it's about power, it's about policy, it's about consequences.
It shows what happens when leaders treat suffering like a talking point instead of a warning. It shows that system don't care who you are. They don't care who you voted for. They don't care what side you're on. They do exactly what they were designed to do. And when people help design cruel system, they should not be surprised when those systems stay cruel to them.
You can feel bad as a mother. You can feel bad for the mother of that boy and still hold her accountable. You can believe her son didn't deserve the mistreatment. Of course, nobody deserves that mistreatment. And you can still say, this is the system you supported. That's not hate, that's honesty.
Because policies don't stop at ideology, they don't stop at borders, and they don't stop at your family.
Yeah.
So when leaders learn that too late, the public doesn't always rush to comfort them. Sometimes the lessons come with silence. Thank you so much for watching and subscribe. And let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. Give us your
Opinion.
bye.
Yay.